Hi, I'm John Haas with Haas Off the Grid, your destination travel, adventure, saltwater, fly fishing challenge television show. You can reach me at www.haasoffthegrid.com. I'm here to answer a question, and that question is, how do you tie on a circle hook? Now, if you're not familiar with circle hooks, you may ask yourself, well, why would I want to fish with a circle hook? Well, generally people are fishing with circle hooks these days because they want to promote catch and release, and circle hooks, by their design, will catch a fish in the corner of its mouth. So if a fish, for example, eats a bait or a fly and sucks it down deeply, he won't get gut hooked. What will happen is when you come tight, you don't set the hook, but you come tight, by the design of the hook will come around to the corner of the fish's mouth and catch that corner and hook it in the corner of the mouth, giving you a great position to fight and leverage that fight of that fish. In the Columbia River, for example, in the Northwest where I live, we have to go barbless on the Columbia River for salmon, so it's really hard to keep a salmon hooked up, and so people are starting to experiment with barbless hooks. This is a barbless hook made by Mustad. This is their Demon line, a really well-made hook, and we use these primarily for halibut when we're offshore fishing for halibut. We're starting to use circle hooks, octopus circle hooks, and regular circle hooks as an experiment to try and see if we can keep some of the salmon that we're catching on the Columbia on the hook, because they are very tough to keep hooked up without a barb. I'm also going to use some 30-pound Maxima Ultra Green line for this example. You can tie on a hook with any knot you can think of, but because of the design of the circle hook, you want some flexibility in how that hook is going to come around and catch the corner of that fish's mouth. So I would generally use a perfection loop. Perfection loop is a common knot that people use in saltwater fishing for bait hooks, but and also for fly fishing, for tying on flies, because it provides a loop at the end of the line to give the bait or the fly a lot of freedom of movement, and that will generally induce greater action. So let me start off with a section of line. I'm going to tie just one overhand knot in this line, give myself a little bit of space. I'm going to set up the size. I'm going to come back through the eye of the hook, come back through the loop. I'm going to give it 3 passes around the main line. 1, 2, and 3. I didn't leave myself that much extra tag end at the end of the line to do it. And then just come tight. Now I could adjust the size of the loop. For illustration purposes, I wanted you to be able to see this loop at the end of the line, because what ends up happening is this provides all the movement that you want. So when you, for example, hook a fish and it swallows it and it comes up, boom, right on the corner of its mouth, that circle hook is designed to grab that little edge right as it's coming out of the fish's mouth and give you a clean hookup and a great position to fight that fish. So when you're out there and you want to fish bait or flies and you need action, or you need to fish with a circle hook in order to catch and release, you might try a perfection loop. It's the knot that I would recommend for tying a circle hook.